Authors, the meeting finally came to end. People slowly started closing their laptops, whispering among themselves, clearly impressed. The tension that had filled the room during the presentation was replaced with approval. Authors, Mrs. Kim stood up, adjusting his glasses. His tone was formal, controlled. This was business, not family. Mr. Kim, well done, Mrs. Kim. Van, authors. Van straightened slightly. She already knew what was coming, but she kept her face calm. Mr. Kim, this project is extremely important for Kim Group. From now on, you and Taehyung will handle this project together. The room went silent for half a second. One eyes flickered just for a moment. Taehyung froze together. Authors, both of them looked at Mr. Kim at the same time, clearly shocked. But neither of them dared to say a word because this was not just a suggestion, this was an order. Mr. Kim, is that clear? Wine spoke first, calm and respectful. Wine, yes, sir. Taehyung forced himself to respond. Taehyung, yes, dad. Mr. Kim gave a short note, satisfied. Mr. Kim, good meeting, dismissed. Chair moved, people stood up and wished Wine politely. Good work, ma'am. Congratulations, ma'am. Authors, Taehyung had no choice but to stand as well. His father was still there. Papa ka khauf. One by one, everyone left the conference room soon. The large room became quiet. Too quiet, only two people remained. Taehyung and Van. The air between them felt heavy, unfinished. Authors, Taehyung broke the silence first. He loosed his tie slightly, trying to sound normal. Taehyung, for this project, we should prepare properly. We will discuss everything at home. Van looked at him. Her face showed nothing. No anger, no emotion, no softness, just control. Van, that was it. No argument, no agreement. She picked up her file, turned around, and walked out the conference room. Without looking back, Taehyung stood there, watching the door close behind her. His jaw clenched, authors, because for the first time she was not reacting to him anymore, and that bothered him more than he was willing to admit. Authors, the house was unusually quiet when Ryan and Taehyung arrived. No arguments, no dramatic words, just heavy silence hanging between them. Taehyung loosened his tie the moment he stepped inside. Authors, his head was pounding, a deep irritating pain that had been building since the meeting. Long hours, too much thinking, too much watching her without realizing it. Ryan noticed she didn't ask, she didn't comment. Author, she simply observed the light tension in his shoulder, the way he rubbed his temple unconsciously. Taehyung went to the bedroom, freshened up quickly, and came out wearing a plain black t-shirt. He opened his laptop on the side table and started reviewing project files, forcing his focus back to work. Authors, a few minutes later, soft footsteps. Taehyung didn't look up. A ceramic mug was placed gently on the side of the table beside his laptop. He paused. Slowly he lifted his head. Van stood there calm as ever. Van, quite composed. Drink this coffee. It will help. She placed 2 tablets beside the mug. Van, and take these medicine painkillers. Your headache won't go away on its own. No attitude, no concern, no overload, just fact, because Taehyung could say anything. She turned and walked away. Just like that, no waiting, no explanation, no expectations of gratitude. Taehyung stayed frozen. Thus, his eyes followed her retreating figure down the halfway until she disappeared from sight. The room felt strangely empty after that. His gaze dropped to the coffee mug, still warm, still untouched. For a reason he didn't want to admit, his chest felt tight, not anger. Authors. Something else, something unfamiliar. He leaned back slightly, staring at the doorway she had walked through, longer than necessary, and for the first time in a long while, Tiang realized one uncomfortable truth. She was not trying to win him back, she wasn't begging, she was not fighting, she was simply doing her job, and that scared him more than her anger ever did. Authors. After almost an hour, Van quietly walked towards Taehyung's room to discuss the new project. She knocked once, no response. She gently opened the door. The room was dim, calm, and silent. Authors. Her eyes immediately fell on Taehyung. He was lying on the bed, slightly tilted to one side. The laptop rested on his lap, its screen still glowing. One arm lay beside him, the other loosely bent near his chest. He had fallen asleep while working. Author's Van froze for a second. His face looked exhausted, dark circles under his eyes, forehead slightly creased, like his head still hurt even in sleep. She said softly, without making any noise. She walked closer, carefully lifted the laptop from his lap, closed it, and placed it on the side of the table. Authors. Then she gently adjusted his position, helping him to lie properly on the bed. She pulled the blanket over him slowly, making sure not to awake him. Taehyung didn't move, just breathed calmly. Van turned towards the switch and turned the lights off. She was about to leave when suddenly her ear got stuck in the button of Taehyung's t-shirt. She stopped. Her brows forward in second surprise. She tried to pull her hair back gently, but it was tangled. Annoyed but careful, she leaned closer, trying to free it, and that's when she really saw him up close. His sharp jawline, long lashes resting on his cheeks, the softness in his face that he never showed. Their faces were dangerously close. Her breath hitched for just a second. She quickly focused back, freeing her hair carefully. As soon as her hair slipped free, she straightened up to leave. Suddenly, Taehyung's hand moved. Before she could react, his arm wrapped around her waist. He pulled her close without opening his eyes. Vine gulped slowly. Taehyung turned slightly in his sleep, pulling her against his chest, his grip firm but unconscious. He brought her face near his shoulder and hugged her tighter. Still asleep, still unaware, Vine stood frozen. Her heart started pounding hard. She whispered softly. Taehyung, no response. He just mumbled something unintelligible and hugged her again, settling comfortably, as if this was normal, as if she belonged there. Vine didn't move. She couldn't. His grip was strong, his warmth was real, and for the first time in a long time she felt him close without anger, without ego, without fight, just human ear hands hovered in the air, unsure whether to push him away or stay still. She swallowed hard, standing there in shock, trapped in his arms, while Taehyung slept peacefully, holding her like she was the softest place in the world. To be continued. Bye bye.